resist smiling at the sight of trees lit up this time of year. Whether it's a Christmas tree in your home, or trees on your neighbor's front yard, or those trees that line a main thoroughfare, like on Glenview Road. Christmas decorations can definitely spike our mood. And every year, I have the joy of admiring Father Jim's and Father Jerry's Christmas trees. Not so much for the aesthetic are, especially lit up, but for its richness in history that it carries. You see, every little hanging object on their trees are more than just ornaments. Each one of their ornaments has a story behind it. For many of us, Christmas trees truly are living records of family and friendships, marking birthdays, vacations, and a host of memorable moments and events in our lives. Simple things like Christmas decorations, particularly Christmas tree ornaments, remind us of our connectedness to one another and to those who came before us. So I hope the wine glass ornaments that I gave to my 3 brother priests last year serve as a yearly reminder of the many, many wonderful meals, the jokes and the laughs that we've shared and continue to share. Every moment in a person's life is connected in time. One memory is the entry to another. One event sets the stage for the next. Today's gospel from Matthew is a connection of just such memories. Matthew the evangelist reminds us that the story of Jesus begins with the uncompromising and powerful love of God. Love that was the creative force of the first Genesis and is now perfected in God's second creation, which is the story of his Christ. This genealogy-heavy passage might be daunting to a modern reader, or even to an average listener, but to a Jew, this was the most natural and the most interesting and essential way to begin the story of any man's life. So the next time you open your Bible, I encourage you to reread this passage, and you may notice that the pedigree is actually arranged in 3 sections. And the 3 sections are based on 3 stages in Jewish history. The first section takes the history down to David. David was the man who welded Israel into a nation and made the Jews a power in the world. The second section takes the story down to the exile to Babylon. It's the story of the nation's shame, tragedy, and disaster. But the third section takes the story down to, this third section takes us to Jesus Christ, who liberated men and women from their slavery, who rescued them from their disaster, and whom the tragedy was turned into triumph. Matthew underscores the point that this Jesus is the fulfillment of a world that God envisioned from the first moment of creation. It's a vision that transcends geography and culture and status, and even time itself. So the next time we gaze at a nativity set or a crèche, or the many bright lights on a tree, think of the beauty of this genealogy and all of salvation history. What's the beauty, you ask? The beauty is that we, who inherit the faith of our ancestors, come from a long line of perfectly imperfect human beings. Our past is full of untold numbers of sinners and saints, as is our future. Yet, we are all connected through baptism to the family of Christ. And by Christ's light, may we, in every generation, continue the work of restoring his reign of justice and peace.
Thank you for joining us for the celebration of the Mass today. It's a blessing that you are with us. Every broadcast of this liturgy goes out to hundreds of people and hundreds of people all over the world. It's been an enormous blessing. If you'd like to support this virtual ministry of OLPH, please go to our website. You can support this ministry by going to Give Central so that we can continue to broadcast the liturgy each and every week. Thank you for your support. Most of all, thank you for joining us today. God bless you. Greetings from OLPH.